Hi again. This is Sarah Rodriguez, owner of Directing My Life. This is part two of our mini series for the Transition Center. I just kind of want to talk a little bit about my vision for the Transition Center and what it means for your loved one. As I stated before, I've worked with individuals at this transition age for about 6 years now, and I just love it because they're trying to figure out who they are, and sometimes that can be difficult. But I love just seeing our guys like, oh wait, I can actually do something adult, whatever it is. And, oh, I was scared to do this, but I tried it and now it's not so scary. Like it wasn't as bad as I thought that it would be. And so the transition center just allows us to really multiply those wins for our guys and more people than what we've been able to work with. Being scattered kind of throughout the area, driving, having things in Denton and Carrollton and trying to build up the Frisco and Plano areas and stuff. We want to eventually, I would love to have multiple transition center locations because I want to be able to help as many families as possible. Um, but just the idea of the transition center is having a place where our guys can come to and they know that number one, they're loved and they're supported. We are there to cheer them on. We are there to provide direct instruction on the things that they're struggling with, their skill gaps. And I feel like I remember just teaching in the high schools when I worked with Work Ready Texas and um, did the vocational adjustment training like that. Out of all of the jobs that I've done, especially with individuals with disabilities, that was my favorite because we got to talk about life. We got to talk about what they wanted their life to look like. Because a lot of times, and this is not a dig at families at all, but a lot of times, the parents do everything and step in and make all of the choices for our guys. And I understand that the why behind that. I mean, schedules are crazy. You got to get going in the morning. So, of course, you're assisting with dressing and hygiene and making lunches. That is not a judgment from me. But we get so used to the busyness of our lives and the expectations or the things that we think are best for our kids. And I'm guilty of that too. I'm a parent to a 19-year-old, and I totally get where y'all are at, So, but my point is just that I love working with my guys and encouraging them that like you do have a say in your life. You do have a say in what you want your life to look like, where you want to go on the weekends, what you want to do for a job, how you want to live your life. Now, depending on their level of functioning, they may need more guidance than other individuals. But the heart of the transition center is really just to help them see their own potential and to help parents see that. Because I will say that sometimes when you're in the middle of things and you're just right there in it, it's hard to take a step back and really see like, oh wait, they can do that. My guy is capable of making their own lunch. He is capable of actually talking to an employer, and sometimes too our kids just have their certain behaviors with us versus other people. So sometimes, again, I have two kids, I get it. And so sometimes it's easier to have somebody else come in and provide some instruction and support and encouragement. But just at the end of the day, my heart is that this transition center would be a place where your loved one just grows exponentially and realizes their value as a person, regardless of their disability, and understands that they can have what they consider to be a successful life. It may look different than yours or mine, but let's give them that chance. And so when they're at the transition center, we are continuing to help them become as independent as possible. We are working on all of the things that create a life, whether that's budgeting, cooking, job skills, relationships, social skills, even some academic support. Those are things that matter in our lives. And I just want to be able to provide that for your loved one. And so that's the heart of the transition center, and to help them just launch their life and figure out, what do they want their life to look like? What do they want to do day to day? So that's the heart of it. I know I said that it would also include like what it would look like day to day. That's going to be in a different video. So, because I like to talk. So sorry.